Content.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to JCCCCPTWWWAUA. That is what it's called, right? Something like that. Where we now have the 10,000 gold pieces suitable to completing this quest. Which, what were we doing with? Oh yes, that was it. We were going to hire a bunch of guys to go and find the Trident of Manaan. So clicking this, I guess we've now done that. Although funds have been raised and a search party deployed, the results are as thin as a peasant in winter. Oh, cast a shade on those peasants. Oh, yeah, we do hate the peasants, obviously. Alberic feels the clawing miasma of failure seeping in. I mean, it's not really a failure because apparently we still have all the money. So we actually didn't even pay them. So how is this a failure? I mean, we already failed to find it twice. This is just run-of-the-mill behavior for our quest for Manaan. Anyway, basically it looks like it was taken by some thieves who went to Astalia to the south, and we have to send a paladin to go find it. Well, Alberic Lancer, Astalia, is it? Oh, it's a little bit of a walk. It's down there somewhere. Walk down there somewhere, would you? Find the way. That's going to be a few turns. Now, I realise that there's going to be no gameplay in this campaign because we are just sitting here doing literally nothing. We really did avoid spending that 10,000. This is all great. Anyway, so what I think we'll do is we'll take our army and should we just go sail off for an adventure somewhere? Should we go find someone to kill? Alright, I think we finally found it. So it says here, Alberic is encamped in Astalia, which is completely not true. The mission was to send a paladin, not Alberic. Okay, whatever. Wait a minute, hang on. I think there might be an accidental save here, because I think the paladin's name is also Alberic. Yes! Yes, the paladin's name was Alberic. So this apparent mistake is actually been cleansed. Maybe the paladins in the game are all called Alberic, so this was safe. I don't know. You can't teleport there while you're at sea. Never mind. It's so weird how there's a teleport feature in the game. Is that explaining the lore? Probably. Yeah, you can teleport if there's something you really have to do. Oh, I'm meant to be in Astalia, god damn it. The problem is the enemy army that we're fighting is all cavalry, and I'm all cavalry. So I really should have brought all peasant spears to go and fight it. Cost 500 gold to teleport. Who are we paying that gold to? Please tell me that, game. Bang! Oh, right, we actually don't have an army that can do this. Is that the case? Oh, because there's an Empire force coming in with all this gun trash. This doesn't look like all that much. Why is that balance bar so far in their favour? They've got an army that's a bit like ours, but smaller. I guess maybe because their lords are higher level? Yeah, looks like it, and they've got a wizard. So here's the question, if I press retreat and say actually I don't want to do that, will it put me back where I was and I can just go back to what I'm doing before and like get a high level army and then just get the trident later since I don't really care about it? I don't know. Let's quick save and then find out. Yeah, that is how it works. So you get the teleport back for free. In fact, did it even deduct the actual amount from our treasury? I wasn't paying attention. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's 100% chaos corruption up here, so our army's taking attrition. Whoops. Makes the landing a bit hard. Once we've taken this place out, we'll be able to like use camps to stop that from happening. But oh well, kill the knights, never mind. I've also researched a tech that will allow me to confederate with Lyonesse, which I probably will at some point. What's that there? The main Bretonnian faction is just conquering all of Bretonnia. So it looks like that Bretonnia proper wants to unify Bretonnia under just the king and get rid of the dukes, I guess. The orcs are coming, are they? I literally don't believe you. Actually, no, we've had this before. My people are orcs. Well, that's going to be a problem. We'll see. Anyway, is this going to be a battle? Probably not. Let's just get rid of this. Declare war on the scaling. I don't care about Lyonesse coming in to help. There we go. Bish bash bosh. And just annihilate these guys just for our own personal amusement. Surprisingly high losses considering the balance bar. So, oh, well, of course I don't have the mod that lets you occupy things. So, we'll have to raise it. But that will use all our movement points and mean we take attrition again. That's chivalry, though. Basically, I think coming up here was a mistake. We've already lost half our army and we haven't done anything. And it took so long to get up here as well. Oh my god. What I could do, I've now discovered that there are like some orcs or something. There's some goblins there, which we could have just got military access to some of these guys and snuck over to kill. Or we could even go kill the wood elves. That'll probably actually be quite hard, but, you know, we could do it just for our own personal amusement. Look at, there it is, the Oak of Ages. I wonder, can we just like... So walk through here without declaring war. So we'll get trespassing, but they might not declare war on us. So we might be able to trespass all the way up to the Oak of Ages and then just destroy it, like in the first turn of the war. That'll probably screw them over, wouldn't it? I wonder if it stops you from doing that. but it takes way too long to get back. So I'm afraid, my men, you're going to have to make your own way back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut your pay. I'm going to cut your pay to 0. I'm going to leave you out here in the chaos-corrupted frozen wastelands. And I'll see you back at Bordeleaux, right? I'll just be back at Bordeleaux. See ya. Goodbye. Yeah, oh, so we won't disband everything. Didn't that at all. Legendary laws may not be disbanded. Right. My lord, you're going to be replaced by someone who'll just die out there. How about Claris Dragon Dame? It's one of these banana head people. Paladin, you're going to spend the next several years of the game, or several trillion years, sailing back to Bordeleaux. I can't even give the movement order because it's too far. You can sail. There we go. Now this woman needs to go get herself killed. Just go run off into the middle of scaling territory. Yes, I have faith in you, Claris Dragon Drame. I thought it said Dragon Dame, but no, it's Dragon Drame. That makes less sense, but whatever. I see you. She's already freezing cold. Look, she's turned grey, and she's on fire. Cold and hot at the same time must be very difficult. Katy Perry references abound. You're hot and you're cold. The king has just told you to kill yourself out on the ice shelf. The hot new single from Claris Dragon Dream. Not a very good name. Get a better stage name. Wait, what? Marienburg just randomly declared war on me. Is this my first diplomatic contact with you and you declare war on me? What is this about? What is this about? Did you... Oh, see, their territory goes up there. So they must have heard me singing from across the sea. God damn it. And they're strength rank 10. I'm strength rank 41. I'm not going to call my allies to help because I don't want them to leave me over this. I think nothing's going to come up this. Oh, look at that balance bar. This is 100% in their favor, this conflict. You better not, Marienburg. Why me? Why me, Marienburg? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Poor what's-her-face. Claris is in trouble. This balance bar's the same as that war. So what happens in this battle is going to simulate what would have happened in the war. Maybe she'll survive this. Yes, she survived. Yes, Claris. Still going strong. Can you, like, encamp? Claris. There she is. Her beard set in stone. I guess we couldn't be bothered to tell the sculpture to make a female statue to commemorate her death. So no, just go with the usual bearded male. That'll be fine. She won't be offended. She had a banana-shaped head. That was her main distinctive feature. It's kind of like Hey Arnold, but kind of pointing upwards. Bastan wants me to declare war on Bretonnia. The thing about that, Bastan, is I know you have one region and it's under siege by a massive army of Bretonnia. So I feel like taking your side in this war, considering that I have literally 0 troops. Actually, I have 1 troop. I have that paladin. I have 1 troop in my army. 1 guy. And you're like, why don't you side with me? Some foreign bastard has been mocking Bretonnian vows, probably because of their lack of internal consistency, their reliance on hypocrisy, murder, death, and cheating in order to construct their idea of chivalry. So I can either reprimand this person, which gives me 80% less trade with all factions for some reason, I presume. Which sucks, because I actually currently have a bonus which gives me plus 80% trade, I think. I guess this cancels that out, right? So we have happy merchants plus 80% trade. Protected vows minus 80% trade. Fine, okay. So they're kind of happy with us, but they also think we're dicks for calling them out on them calling us dicks. So somehow everything's cancelled out and we can ignore the whole situation perfectly. So we're just going to sneak in. We've got military access with Carcassonne, so we should be able to sneak round up to like here, and then we'll trespass a couple of turns and just see if the Wood Elves do anything. I'm pretty sure that this magical forest is actually the source of all life or something in the lore, and that if the Oak of Ages gets destroyed, it will bring doom and destruction to the entire world. But that aside, can we just about get past here? Ignore me, you saw nothing. Yes, I know, I just declared. Oh, we take attrition out here. Was it because it's too nice? Bloody hell. We're a 1 turn away from the Oak of Ages. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Going to destroy the entire world's ecosystem. Don't care if I lose a few men here. It's only going to get worse from here. So here we go. Oh, god damn it. There's loads of stuff in there. It has a gigantic garrison. What? What is it, Wood Elves? Do you not want me to destroy reality? What is this? Well, at least we can get plus 10 armor piercing on someone. I don't know. How about the man himself? He can go hack through stuff. So let's look at what they got. They've got loads of their own cavalry. Oh dear, those trees are going to be hard to cut down. I don't know if there's any way of us being able to do this. Fight battle. I realise that if I'm going to spend half my time in these loading screens, you might as well better ourselves. So allow me to read you a story from the Book of Changzu. Let's see. Here's a short one. When Lao Tzu died, Qin Shi came to mourn for him. He uttered 3 shouts and then left. A follower of the master said, "Wasn't the master a friend of yours?" "Certainly," he replied. "Then do you really think this way of mourning is best?" "Certainly. To begin with, I thought these were real men, but now I am not so sure. When I came in to mourn, there were old folk weeping as though they had lost a child. There were young people wailing as if for the loss of a mother. Such a gathering of everyone, all talking away, though he didn't ask for them to talk, and weeping even though he didn't ask for tears. This is to turn from heaven and to indulge in emotions, ignoring what is given. The ancient ones called this the result of violating the principles of heaven. When the master came, it was because he was due to be born. When he died, it was entirely natural. If you are prepared to accept this and flow with it, then sorrow and joy cannot touch you. The ancient ones considered this the work of the gods who free us from bondage. We can point to the wood that has been burned, but when the fire has passed on, we cannot know where it has gone." Interesting. No, not long enough. It wasn't long enough, apparently. Shouldn't have picked a short one. So basically, what I'm going to try and do in this battle is a lot of kiting. The enemy have tons of horse archers, as well as us, and their horse archers might be better than ours, I don't actually know. Should we try and compare the stats here? Yeah, they're better than us, and they have an equal amount. So we do have a ranged disadvantage, which sucks, but we also have a melee disadvantage, because they have all of these giant walking tree folk, who are like, they're basically trolls. They're just the wood elves equivalent of trolls, but they're armoured as well. So our only hope of killing these is with cavalry charges from these anti-large units, which we have a couple of. But they have all these other things as well, like their archers are armor-piercing, so they'll bring down our knights. Basically, everything they have is actually pretty good against everything I have. We really needed like tons of spear units to take on all of these large, monstrous foe things and all their cavalry, which we don't have, of course. That's the downside to picking a deliberately facetious army. So what I want to do basically is do a lot of kiting. We'll probably have to play this in slow motion because there's going to be a lot of stuff going on all over the place. We have a serious problem, which is that our anti-cav can't take on their melee cav. That is a very, very serious problem. I guess they're also getting shot by everything at the same time. There's just too much enemy skirmish infantry. We can't kill it all with our trash equivalents. I don't think this plan's actually viable. We caught them there. Yeah, keep fighting then. Look at this, all these like single archer units. We need to do some much more serious micro than what we're doing here and try and get everything that can shoot into melee somehow, because they're absolutely... Look at that! Look at that! This is my anti-cav unit fighting the enemy's cav, which is wild riders, which isn't even that good. And we're getting absolutely pwned by them. Even with 2-on-1, I think it's just because... Well, it might be because of the difficulty. I'm sure it's because of this guy. Just their archers. And the archers only have 3 kills. Maybe we can actually check here, can't we? No, it is. It's actually these guys. They're just really good. Okay, so our cav just can't take on their cav. I really assume they would be able to. And no. Now their cavalry's fighting with our guys. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, I've noticed something about their skirmish cav is that it doesn't have the concept of being caught in melee like most skirmish cav in Total War games. Maybe did they actually fix it in this game? I don't know. So when you engage these guys in melee, they just leave the melee rather than staying to fight. So normally the way you take out a skirmish cav unit is to either use a better foot ranged unit or to just kind of try and force it, like trick it into fighting with a melee with you by just touching one of the units, and then they'll come and fight melee. But here, what I noticed was happening was the guys would ride in, be in melee, and they'd just keep shooting you at point blank range and just ride away like from the melee and keep disengaging. So here I actually lost two whole units of cav to do only that amount of damage to the skirmish unit, which is good in a way in that that's actually impressive, and that's definitely what should have happened. But the downside to this, it means we don't have a way to kill them, and as the balance bar's going more and more in their favour, we're kind of boned here. We are kind of boned. We still don't really have a way to take out their armoured units. I've kept them all like busy. I've done an okay job of keeping them off the cav, but we've just lost everything defeating the rest of the army. Like taking out these archers is costing us units just because they keep shooting you in the face. Like archers can shoot backwards and things like that. There's all kinds of crazy elvish tricks going on here. And our horse archers are having a terrible time. It was a valiant defeat. We may have dealt big damage to these crazy trees. But it wasn't enough. Let's have a look at the results here. I'm quite interested. We lost 500. They lost 400. Yeah, look at those horse archers with the kills and all those wild riders. It was their melee cav. Oh, and their general as well. So we did manage to avoid getting those trees to really damage us, which was what I was most worried about going into that. But actually everything else proved to be much better than I expected. So it just didn't quite work out. Now our army is completely trashed. We'll have to move away. And should we just disband it? Should we just teleport back home again? And of course, we can't do it with Alberic because he's legendary lord. So once again, we must choose choose a sacrifice. Thibault, Sigurbold, your mission. Yeah, you're gonna go lay siege to the Oak of Ages on your own and just see how that goes. Oh no, Sigurbold, this gigantic, crazy-looking evil tree creature found you. Oh, you're in trouble. Look how tall it is, and you're just on your own. Ah, you could probably take it. You could probably take it, I reckon. One of their agents killed Tristan LeBeau. He was double assassinated. He's dead. Everyone's dying around us. Alberic Lance can get out, the true hero at least. Dear God, that went quite poorly. So we're now at war with all these random factions, and they're probably going to come over and own us up pretty soon. Could this be the end? I hope it is. Amazing. So guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe.